Everybody, welcome to X-ers, the podcast. I'm Swarty.
I'm Ken.
And today's topic is Klarna Karma and how buy now, pay later is killing our society slowly.
I think it's credit overall, right? It's not necessarily
pay
now by. Well, we're talking about a bunch of things around credit, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's credit in general. The credit.
Isn't that what buy now and pay later is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the credit cycle. It's like a credit of doom, cycle of doom.
Can be.
Yeah?
Can definitely be.
That's right.
What does it all mean, Basil?
So, Ken, do you have a credit card?
For sure.
Yeah, well, I do too. So, I pay it off every month. You know, I use it for most things, you know, like grocery shopping, gas, you know, ordering pizza or whatever online.
Good man. Is it a points card?
Yeah, it's a points card.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so, you know, it's pretty awesome that way because, you know, it's convenient, right? So it doesn't have to affect my day-to-day stuff coming out of my checking account.
Well, I think it's really getting the points, really. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
You can use a debit card, but you're not going to get points like that.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, that's what it comes down to, right? So not like I travel anywhere. It's not like a travel points. It's like, well, you can if you want, I guess. It's like an anything points.
Okay.
So... what about you? Like, what's your card style?
Aeroplan.
Aeroplan? Yeah, so you get air miles.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good rewards.
Yeah.
You know, you're a drinker. You should get it.
Yeah.
You shop at the LCBO all the time.
That's right. Yeah, that's a Canadian thing. The LCBO is the Liquor Control Board of Ontario. So
it's where we buy our booze.
Yeah, but now our great leader Doug Ford has opened it up to all of Ontario convenience stores and everything like that. So grocery stores too. So that really works on the credit, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so you know, I order pizza online and whatnot, and go and pick it up. And so, have you heard of Klarna?
No.
Okay, so it's this app that you can use when you say or DoorDash or whatever.
Yeah.
This is mostly in the States. We're a Canadian.
It's Klarna's in the U.S.?
Yeah, Klarna's U.S. So
Okay.
it's like Affirm and Afterpay and stuff like that. Because that.
Well, I think I've heard of Affirm.
Okay.
I've heard of that.
All right. So yeah, so that kind of stuff. Affirm might be in Canada, but and on any purchase over $35, you can actually break it down into 4 easy payments.
Okay. No, Affirm's on Amazon. That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
On Amazon.
Yeah. So that's Afterpay. That's like.
Yeah. Buy now, pay later, pay in installments.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah.
And so, like, I've looked at the Canadian Tire Flyer recently, and it'll have the price, but underneath the image, it'll say 4 payments of.
Oh, you see that a lot lately, right? They're really trying to push that, right?
Yeah. So they want your interest.
Yeah.
The money they make on you is from the interest payments, right?
Of course.
So the more you spend, the better for them.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are you know, I mean, aside from hard times, right? It's been a tough economy the last few years.
Oh hell yeah.
People are struggling. You know, I think we'll touch on it a bit later when we talk about inflation versus salaries. It's amazing the gap that's happened over the last few decades.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, but I think, you know, a lot of people are it's tough to live within your means. Not a lot of people are living beyond their means because it's tough, but then a lot of people are living beyond their means because they're not making the right choices.
And it's not even like you're keeping up with the Joneses anymore. It's just like you're keeping up to the bills. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. But people are. I think, you know, especially when you talk to young people, right? Young people, they want to keep up with the Joneses, right? And with social media, right? Everyone's an influencer, including yourself, Swarty the entertainer.
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok.
So everybody wants to be like the Kardashians or whoever the hell they're following these days, right? And have the shoes and the clothes they wear and the lifestyle they wear, regardless if they can afford it or not. And they're willing to put that at risk and not really realize the long-term impacts of that debt, right?
And then, like, they don't realize that some of these people are getting paid by brands to actually do that stuff. They're not just going out and spending their own friggin' money.
Yeah.
Like, they're getting stuff mailed to them all the time. That's why you're seeing these unboxing videos and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, like, I've seen influencers with, like, just shitloads of stuff all over the apartment because people keep.
Yeah.
When you get in so deep and you can't keep up with it, that's when you like gotta dial it back.
Well, I think the shocking thing you mentioned there is that Klarna thing where you can buy food. Like you order a pizza and really, if you can't afford a pizza, $20 pizza, or even a $10 pizza, probably shouldn't be ordering pizza.
No, I mean,
you know what I mean? Go to Dollar General, go to the dollar store, get some ramen or something.
Yeah. The Mr. Noodles that was a staple in college. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? So I mean, what is it like? Once you mint a payment, then all of a sudden, like, how does that work out? Right? They start charging interest. How long term? Like, how much are you gonna end up paying for the pizza?
Well, with the Klarna thing, they don't charge interest until you miss a payment.
Okay.
So as soon as you miss a payment, You're starting to get notifications from them.
So what's the business model? Like, how do they make their money then?
That's from people missing payments.
Really? Then,
so
they're preying on.
They're predatory, yeah, sure, yeah. So they're like, oh, we're doing you a favor. We're making this way more affordable so that you can do. But like, I don't know. Cash is king in my opinion, right? But
cash isn't king anymore, man. Who carries cash?
I don't even carry cash.
Exactly. You know who carries cash? The same people that carried beepers 40 years ago. You know what they are?
Pimps.
Drug dealers.
Close. Pimping
Someone walking around with a bucket full of cash. You're kind of like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you walking around with cash like that?
Yeah, it's not even they don't even design like cell phone cases for cash. It's all cards, right? So
yeah, nobody needs it.
No, that's right. But yeah, so you're gonna be getting emails and texts.
Oh, they're gonna harass you for the money, of course.
Notifications all over your phone because you ordered a pizza 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I think I don't know if it's weekly payments, but also there's a option on that you can actually line up your payment with your paycheck.
Yeah, of course.
So you can not.
They're gonna make it easier to get their money. Right?
You can not pay anything, but then once your paycheck comes out, or it comes in, then they'll take the money out of your account.
I mean, it's people spending money they don't have and they haven't even earned yet. You know, outside of like an emergency, why would you do that?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Do you know what I mean? There's no other reason to do that. Learn to live within your means.
Yeah. Well, especially like you go out with your friends, and if you can't afford to go out, don't go out.
Don't go out.
Yeah, it's simple as that. I have FOMO, fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
So did you miss the party last night? Oh yeah, that's right. You weren't there. So.
Oh damn it, you assholes!
Sorry, what about on Saturday?
Saturday?
No, you weren't there.
No.
Yet? Oh, sorry.
I guess
you did miss out.
Yeah, you bastard.
What about next Saturday?
What's going on next?
I'm not telling.
I don't care.
yes, you do.
Yeah. Do whatever you want. Live your life.
Yeah.
Where's my paper bag? I'm gonna start hyperventilating.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, that's pretty crazy, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, the way that they're kind of doing this stuff these days, it's insane. I think, you know, I did some research to look it up. I think in the 50s, you know, your average family had one credit card. You know, and today's day, you have so many, everywhere you go, people are offering credit cards, right? Not just banks, it's retailers, it's brands, right? Anywhere, you name it, it's unbelievable. Restaurants are offering, you know, big chain restaurants have their own credit card. Amazon has their own credit card.
Tim Hortons, have you seen
Tim Hortons, yeah, Tim Hortons. That's a local coffee shop.
Well, if you want it, not really local, it's national in the States too. Mm-hmm. So, but they have a credit card, and it's like if you want to get a cash advance on that bad boy, 28%. Oh, yeah. Well, that was way back when I looked.
No, but the interest rate alone on a credit card is typically 20%. If you don't have good credit and you're not shopping properly, you're gonna pay 20%.
Yeah, but if you look deep within the fine print on that Klarna stuff, or even PayDay loans, like whatever that is, you know what I mean? Like when you go to like a cash money type store, if that's like a Canadian thing, I guess, and you give them
I doubt it.
You give them $20, and they'll give you 200. So you
But you don't give them money. No, you don't give them money. They borrow money and they charge you interest.
Oh, okay. Well, I heard it was 200 for 20. So that was
you got to do some research. You're not paying $20. They're charging you. That's the interest rate.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, but that interest rate could.
But but it's dangerous stuff. Right back to the credit cards. Right. So in the 1950s, your average family had one credit for the family. Yeah. These days, your average person has 2 or more credit cards. In Canada, in the States, it's 3 or 4.
Wow, you guys love to live on credit in the States.
Yeah. You know, I think, you know, credit availability and people's usage of credit is out of control. Like there's too much consumerism. You know, buy now, pay later, payday loans, overdrafts, things like Klarna. Another one, right, is rent to own. How horrible is that?
I actually knew somebody who worked at one of those rent to own places.
Yeah.
He was like the manager of the store. I was like, what are your qualifications? Like you're just a guy. Like you're just somebody
it's
there.
Retail. There's no qualifications to work at retail.
No, that's right.
Most of the time, these guys, they're just plugging numbers into an app, plugging your information in, and the system's figuring out how to get approved.
Yeah, exactly. It's like everything is predatory nowadays.
Yeah.
And you can't even get ahead. It's just like trying to keep up with their payments. Is the name of the game at the time, right?
I think so. I was reading too online, right? So I guess before 2007, there used to be out of control on the payday loans. There was no legislation around it, and then in 2007, the federal government put in legislation.
Was that the Canadian federal government?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Followed by a couple of provinces, Ontario and BC, right? And what it did, it capped the cost at like $14 to $15 per $100 borrowed.
Okay.
Right? I mean, again, it's still really, really high interest, right? When you think about it, and an APR, that's absolutely massive.
So what does APR mean?
Annual percentage rate.
Oh,
right?
That makes sense.
Right? So
layman's terms.
Yeah, of course. But you know, like criminals and like businesses and these guys and these predatory loans, they find ways around it, right? So it's funny. The other day I was like, my algorithm was going to be like, I'm going to start getting emails about loans and all my ads. Do you want a PayDay loan? Because I was trying to figure out, okay, what do they offer? And I think for the most part, you see the $14 to $15 stuff. But then if you see other ones charge fees. Like, so they're not charging interest because the legislation is around interest. So now these guys, I was reading this one where they're charging fees, right? So I saw this one where, you borrow $300 for 2 weeks, and it's an additional cost. It's a $42 fee every 2 weeks.
So that's not even, is there interest on top of that?
No.
So
it's $42, right? So when you look at it, it's not bad, right? So $42, right? So what is that? What is that? $12? No, what are we doing? Yeah, $14. Not even.
Like a week?
Losing my math. Yeah, $14 for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's within the $14 per 100 borrow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but what they do is they force you to stretch it out. So they make you like, hey, you'll only pay. You take 3 months to pay us back, but then they're charging you $42 every 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Right? Plus a part of your principal loan, and in the end, you start paying. So on your $300 loan, you're actually paying an additional $342. So you're paying $642. Right, like the APR on that is in the thousands.
So that's not even worth it in the long run.
Absolutely, like how desperate do you have to be? Like really for $300, you're paying $600 over that many months. Like it's ridiculous.
You're saying upwards of 300%.
No, thousands of percent.
Oh,
APR
okay.
on an APR, it's 300%. Right?
Oh, okay.
Right, the $14, and that's about an APR of 300%.
And how is that even legal? Like.
Because there's no legislation out because they put fees. Same with condos, right? So condos, right? So people buy condos, they get a condo, and they're like, oh, it's great. It's got, I'm only paying whatever $200,000 for the condo, and the condo fee is $200 a month. There's zero regulation on the condo fee. 10 years later, that condo fee could be $1,000 a month.
Yeah, because there's no regulation over it.
Yeah, again, no regulation, right?
Yeah, that's why I would rather own a home like a duplex or like a detached home.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're not like. Sure, the mortgage rate might look great on those condos, but then you're forgetting the condo fees and everything else, right?
So the other thing that I was looking at too is one of those programs like the rent to own, right? Like I think one around here it was Aaron's that I found, right? And you're paying 3 to 4 times the value of something to get it, right? So whatever, like I don't understand, like I don't understand the reason that you go to Goodwill or something like that and buy a sofa for $100. But then you're going to go to this place. You're like, oh, I want a nicer sofa. I want a bigger TV. I want to impress somebody.
Well, you want to get the Roku TV with the whatever.
The Roku TV at Walmart's like $300 for a 65-inch.
Well, I mean, hey, that's what we're talking about, right? But if you go to
but you go there and you're going to end up paying $450 for that TV. But you're also if you buy it outright there, it's $450. But they're going to scam you and then you're going to rent it. And you're going to rent it, for 156 weeks for $14 a week, which you're like, oh, $14 a week. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Right? And then it starts adding up because people don't go in there and typically buy one thing. They're going to get there like, you know what? I need a whole living room.
Yeah. Or a living room, kitchen. You need to
and all of a sudden they're paying $100 a week.
Yeah.
For this stuff, but they're paying for 156 weeks, right? Yeah. So the thing that I looked at was this 50-inch TV, $450. You buy it outright, or you can pay them $14 a week for 156 weeks, which brings the total cost to $2,100.
That is
on a $400 TV.
That's
typically you could buy brand new in like a Walmart or something like that for $300.
But if you had good credit, you could get yourself a credit card or a line of credit and go out and buy it.
If you're shopping there, you don't have a credit card.
No, well, I mean, like if you go.
The interest is a little bit better.
If you go to Walmart and buy it outright, then you're further ahead to buy it on your credit card and pay it off. If you pay it off like before the end of the month, you get away scot-free, right?
You get some points. Some points maybe. But obviously if you're shopping at one of these places, you're doing PayDay loans, you're doing that stuff, you're behind. You're struggling. There's some issues going on.
Yeah, it's kind of a slippery slope.
Right? Yeah. I think even like when I went to school, there was no financial literacy. They didn't do that.
Well,
they did what did they? Home economics. Like, okay, great. Here's how you bake a cake and something. Like, really? Like, okay. I didn't really need that stuff. But I think I've heard. Didn't you have a note there that they're bringing it back? Did you find that somewhere that they're actually bringing it back?
I heard there's a story on the internet, and I can't remember where I saw it, but they are bringing back a financial literacy component of high school now in Canada.
Yeah.
I don't know about the U.S., but the U.S. is fucked anyway. So, but I find that kids nowadays they don't know how to manage money, right? So, no one, if you don't sit down with your kids as a parent and teach them how to manage their money, they're going to get right into this trap.
Yep.
So.
Well, and learn to live within your means and learn to live within moderation.
Yeah.
Right? Learn to plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You've got to save. You've got to save. At least 15% of your paycheck should always go into savings.
Yeah, when my dad was around, when I was in high school, I bought my first car, but I bought it from my parents, so I bought their old car. but my dad made me take out a line of credit so I could build my credit.
Mhm.
And then he's like, "You're paying this off." Like it was like maybe $4,000 or something like that. But I had it paid off in no time because I didn't have like rent or anything to pay for or food. So I was like just living at home with mom and dad. So whatever I made at work, almost all of my paycheck went to like paying off the car. Yeah. So. And it was a good lesson. I'm glad I did. I still have that. I still have that credit line.
Yeah.
And I think my interest rate's like 8%. So.
Yeah. That's all right.
No, it's pretty good.
There you go.
Better
Your interest rate is 8%.
Yeah.
That's pretty high, dude.
On my credit line.
Oh, on your line of credit? Yeah, that's pretty high.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I better go get that checked out then.
Yeah, that's pretty high, dude. 8%. You should be down. You should be much lower than that.
My credit score is like 850. So.
Yeah. Then why are you paying so much?
I'm gonna march into the bank tomorrow and be like,
8%.
"What the?"
That's pretty high on a line of credit.
All right. Well.
I mean, it depends on your credit history, right? So it's not just your credit score; it's your credit history, right? Because damn, dude, the last I need a line of credit, but the last time I had one, and it wasn't that long ago, I was paying like 4%.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well.
And even that, I'm like 4%. I was like, really, 4%? What the hell is that? But it also depends how long you've been in your bank, who you're banking with. There's so many factors. But 8%, you need to shop around.
Yeah, but when I had my house, my mortgage was 1.9% variable.
Yeah, but that was way back when.
Yeah, that was when I bought it.
The variable says it all.
Yeah, but I also bought that house for 154.
Well, okay, yeah. Well,
I could have had the damn thing paid off by now if I had kept it.
Should have, could have. Yeah. And what we have sold it for now? Yeah, way more than that.
No, I sold it for like 200.
No, if you had still had it.
Oh, I wouldn't have sold it because of the housing market.
Well, theoretically, Swarty, if you had sold, theoretically.
Yeah, theoretically that would have been
theoretically
600,000.
Right. Yeah. So you follow them. Great. So you turned your $150,000 asset into
600,000.
There you go.
But I had 150 by 100 fence in the backyard. It was like mature trees, shaded.
I get that you wouldn't have sold it. We're talking theoretically here. I know it's hard for you to understand things outside of reality.
Yeah. Really? I would think I live outside reality mostly.
Well, you do in many things, in many ways. Talking about mortgages, obviously you have a mortgage, I have a mortgage, right? You talk about like on a 30-year mortgage, and you look at that, and you look at the amortization of that mortgage, and it starts out where this percent of your payment is interest, and that much goes to the principal.
Oh, yeah.
And slowly over 30 years, it reverses.
Yeah.
Right? But you think about it, it's, the company they might be taking risk at the beginning. Right, but there's got to be a point where if you go halfway through your mortgage, so you buy, you mortgage, you get a $500,000 mortgage or something like that, right? Halfway through it, you've paid off most of the interest at that point, right? And if you default on it, you lose that house.
Yes.
So they get all the money you paid them plus the value of that. Like there is zero risk for mortgage companies this year. There's no shared risk. Like,
no.
There's zero shared risk. It's 100% like. If you screw us, you're going to get screwed completely. You're going to lose everything. You get nothing out of it.
My mortgage payment came out of my bank account automatically.
Well, they don't take your house. They'll sell your house at a reduced rate.
Right.
So you lose the money there.
Yeah.
And then they'll pay the mortgage back and give you whatever the difference is.
Right.
But they're not looking out to get top dollar for your house.
But as long as
they're just looking to get their mortgage money back.
As long as you
with penalties.
are getting paid from a job that you do and going to it, doing your job consistently, and whatever you get paid to be able to afford your home, you should have no problems worrying about making the mortgage.
Yeah.
But
you shouldn't be buying a house if you can't afford it.
Well, no. I mean, like it goes back to living beyond your means again, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. In-store credit. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Right? Where
yeah.
the Loblaws, the Walmart, Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, Canadian, everyone has it. Has credit. Apple's a credit card now? I didn't know that.
You're using Apple Pay and everything like that.
But Apple Pay is not a credit card.
Well, you're using your credit card on Apple Pay. It's connected to your account.
But that's not a credit card.
No, I guess
not.
Not.
An Apple credit card.
Yeah.
And then the thing is you wonder why stores push them so hard. And I did some research on that, right? And obviously, they want to incentivize you, so they'll give you kind of a deal, like whatever, get an Apple card, I guess, and you'll save 1%, right? But guaranteed, they've already worked that 1% into the price, so they're not losing any money. But furthermore, they have deals with the credit card company. They're making a cut off all the interest.
Yes, but they're also charging a fee when people use that card. Like the card, when you tap it, they're charging that retailer a fee to use the card still on top of that, whatever they're doing.
Yes, but that's not the point.
No, I see what you're saying.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
I
went off the rails.
It's not but. It's, additionally, well, that's why you see a lot of retailers pushing away from credit cards.
Yeah.
Or having like minimum cost. But again, retailers are putting that into their price. You're paying an extra 2% because the retailer's not paying that.
No.
They're not giving up their profit. Retailers don't give up profit. Companies don't give up profit.
Once the price goes up, it's not coming back down. So, like the prices that you see now, aside from gas and energy, with the war right now, like what? Okay, so we did the number crunching with the GDP for like e-commerce and whatnot, and what was it? Well, so for the states, it was like what?
The GDP, gross domestic product.
Yeah. Well,
I think
the percentage towards the GDP was from what? From e-commerce.
Oh, I can't remember. It was pretty high.
It was like $1 trillion, something like.
No, it's a percentage. Your answer can't be 1 trillion %.
No, I'm talking about the Canadian e-commerce generates like something like $1 trillion a year, or billions of dollars a year. In the States, it's like $1 trillion.
Yeah.
So
could be. Right, and then some of the things I did some other research to trying to figure out some flabbergasting numbers. Right, so when you talk about credit card debt, so Canada, 41 million people, 109 billion in credit card debt.
Seriously, wow.
Yep. The U.S., right, 410 million people approximately, $1.25 trillion. Like that
bigger population
an insane number. So in Canada, that works out to about 2,600 for every person over 18. Right, in the U.S.,
35,000.
It's 4.6 thousand.
Oh,
for everyone over 18.
4.6 thousand.
Yeah, so it's almost double.
Okay.
Right, well, not really almost, but close to double. Right, so insane amount of debt. Like clearly, the U.S. has a lot more debt.
Well, they have a lot more people too.
No, but it's not about people. Because it's per person.
Yeah.
Right, so we're talking about 2,600 in Canada per person versus 4,600 per person in the U.S. So they have a lot more credit usage. Right, same with the credit cards. We talked before. We said your average Canadian household now has 2 or more credit cards, where in the U.S. it's 3 to 4.
Right.
So they're definitely leveraging credit a lot more. I mean, even still, like if you look at the national debt, do you know what Canada's national debt is?
No, I have no idea.
Actually recently, again, the first time it's over $1 trillion.
Really? Well, but the States is 40 trillion.
39 trillion dollars.
Working towards 40 trillion.
Right, and if you work that out to per person, like every person in the country, in Canada, it's 24,000 per person. Like man, woman, children, everyone. 24K per person. In the
Get
US,
a job. Get a job, kids. Get a
yeah,
job.
sorry, babe. I know you too, but we're going to find something for you. You got a lot of debt to pay off.
Can I just add a liner note right there?
Yeah.
Well, did you hear that Mark's Carney?
Mark's Carney?
Yeah, he's created this sovereign wealth fund.
Yep.
So usually businesses pay into it, but he's allowing individuals with any kind of extra money you might have.
I don't think that seems to be taken off too hard, right? It's really not.
No, because why would you? Who has extra money?
Nobody.
So
Nobody.
Any kind of extra cash you might have laying around,
right.
Just give it to the government. We'll invest it for you in our sovereign wealth fund.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just take it up, elbows deep in the.
Yeah. So you talk about corporate greed. One of the reasons why people don't have any money anymore. Like it's unbelievable how companies just look to protect their profits.
Greedflation.
Right. It's not about paying the employees anymore. It's about shareholders.
Right.
Right. They don't care about their employees. They're like, I don't care. We have to pay dividends to the shareholders. We're just going to work our people to the bone, pay them as little as possible.
Yep.
And make sure that our shareholders get dividends, right? And one of the things I did a bit of research on is salaries versus inflation and how far they've been apart. Right. So since 1981, salaries have risen 20%. Which you're like, 20%. 20% that's nothing because this is 1981. So we're talking 45 years. In 45 years, it's not even 1% a year, right? And then inflation has risen 234%. So 11 times more than salaries. So you wonder why people have no money.
Well, what the Canadian government is famous for doing is printing more money, which devalues the dollar and creates inflation too. So
not like the Americans.
No, definitely not like
the Americans. And and things like that. And then you look at Canada. We are highly taxed in Canada, like massively taxed. Like we pay. What is it, like 30, 35, 40% off of deductions off our paycheck away. And then anything you buy, you're paying sales tax. You've got carbon tax, gas tax, like taxes. I think, what is that number? I think I read a number somewhere where it's something like, 60% of our earned money goes towards taxes.
Yeah, well, you get taxed on the sale of a home. You even get
tax on the sale of pretty much everything.
Yeah, so GST, you're taxed on the money the income tax. Everything.
Well,
so
we're actually sales tax, carbon tax,
we're the most taxed nation in the world. So but at the same time, I forget where I was going with this.
But they still allow corporations to make massive amounts of money.
Yep.
There is zero social responsibility for corporations anymore. It's all about making profit and the shareholders. Zero, right? So in 1981, corporate taxes were approximately 50%. Which, again, I'm like, wow, that's pretty high.
Yeah.
But when you think about a company that's going to make, say, $1 billion a year in profit.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you only made $500 million. That's not enough? Oh, no, because we need to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger to make more and more and more money.
And that's why it's called greedflation, because, like, you see the prices in the grocery stores going up, but the actual, like, say you get a granola bar, and that granola bar is actually getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Shrinkflation.
That's shrinkflation, yes. But also greedflation is caused when they raise the prices on those products, and then when they have an opportunity to lower them, they don't.
Oh, of course.
And then same with
sure. They'll
COVID.
say, there's a shortage. Anytime there's, oh my God, we've got a shortage of wheat. Oh my God, let's raise the price of bread. And then next year there's a bumper crop. They're not lowering the price.
No. Why would they give the consumer anything?
Yeah. Oh, who was it? Lava. Oh, that was funny actually. I got an auto deposit in my account the other day for $49 for the bread. Yeah, for the bread because
how much was it?
$49.
Oh, damn it! I should have got.
So Loblaws got busted for price fixing.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a while ago.
And if even you go to your average Loblaws, the prices are out of this world. Like, just go and look at your flyers and look at these greedy bastards.
Yep.
Like, it's unreal. And then you see these people just going nuts shopping. Like, people. There's also consumer ignorance.
Yeah.
Like, really, there is absolute consumer ignorance. People have no idea what the cost of something is and what they should pay for something. They just go ahead and just pay for it, whatever.
Well, the wife, she's great at price matching for grocery shopping. Like, she'll have all the apps up on her phone, and literally Walmart does the price matching, and one of the other places that we shop does it as well. Yeah. So she's really good at doing that. She'll take the time to do it, whereas I'm like, the price is the price. I might as well pay it. Like,
yeah, exactly. All right. So 1981 corporate taxes 50%. Do you know what they are today?
No.
9%.
Okay.
That's ridiculous. That's less than we pay.
Yeah, that's...
Why are companies paying less tax than the people? That makes no sense. We are the ones who make the companies. We're the ones who make the country. It's ridiculous.
Right, well...
Like, who's going to change this?
What, the railroads, like the Canadian Pacific Railway, and like when they were building that, the railway workers got peanuts, and it's like the railway kingpins were raking in the big bucks.
Oh, of course,
right?
they were the ones in power.
And they were spreading out the project so it'd make more money. They were greedy.
Well, it's the same way, when you look at who's in power, it's only money. Like, especially the States. The States is unreal. Like, unless you have massive amounts of money or you have corporations like these super PACs behind you, you're not getting anywhere.
No.
Like, you're not. You're just not going to have the advertising. You're not going to get the exposure. And there's no guardrails. Like, look at Trump. He just bullshits all the time. Like, the amount of garbage that comes out, that's not even true.
No,
zero guardrails. There's no governing body to say, hey, you know what? That is a lie.
Don't let facts get in the way of a good story. Right? Like, that's what I said earlier when I was chatting. Like,
and so some more interesting stats, right? So corporate tax in the last 45 years has gone from 50% to 9%. And then you wonder, hey, where's that money going? So currently, in Canada, the top 1% have 24% of the wealth. So 1% of the people have a quarter of the wealth.
Why are they not paying more taxes then?
Exactly. Right? And then the top 10% of households, the top 10% have 53% of the wealth.
And is that Canadian?
Right? Yeah, Canada. It's all Canada.
All right, cool.
The top 20% have 65% of the wealth. The bottom 40%, right, only have 3% of the wealth.
Well, that's why you see vacations getting more expensive. And
no, that's why you see the end of the middle class.
Yeah. There is no middle class.
Greed is why you see vacations getting more. And gas prices, because Trump's an idiot and invaded Iran for
no reason.
Because Israel told him to.
Yeah.
Because God knows they've got pictures of him doing all kinds of things.
I'm just going to bite my tongue.
Well, Epstein was an agent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he totally was.
100%.
Yeah.
Right? And then, one of those stats is funny because I read this stat the other day. I'm like, really? So the 80% of Canadian households are within $200 of not being able to pay their bills.
Everyone's living paycheck to paycheck.
It's capitalism, right? It's unbelievable. It's this greed that's allowed to just go rampant.
Yeah.
Rampant. And people idolize it. Like, look at people who are like, wow, that guy's so rich. I want to be that guy. They're like, wait, look at Bezos.
Yeah.
Dude, look at Musk. Those guys could end world hunger. They could end homelessness. They could do something responsible. Did they do it? God, no. They buy $500 million yachts.
Yeah. And then they make the towns take apart bridges so they can get their yacht through.
Yep.
It's like, I need to get my yacht through this canal. I need that bridge to... Yeah. Well, yeah, but still, it's ridiculous. That's not even an option for anybody else.
So what's the moral of the story? People, get your shit together, organize.
Yeah. Stop
being divided. Everyone gets divided. They separate everyone. Everyone gets separated, so everyone's fighting each other and not fighting for the right
Well, cause. It's a class war, right? It's like, look over here while we do this over here.
That's not
right?
what a class war is, but okay.
Yeah.
That's not what a class class.
Well, then tell me what a class war is.
Class wars. Do you know what the class is? The rich, the poor.
Yeah.
The
No,
class?
I have
It's
no
them
idea.
fighting each other.
Yeah.
It's not
Like that. It's like the 100.
Look over here. Look over. That's called distraction.
Yeah, I
That's
know,
what
but they want us
that's
fighting
not a
amongst
class
each
war.
other so
Yes.
that we don't notice what they're doing over here. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's pitting us against
Yeah,
ourselves.
it's like the Hunger Games. It literally is getting.
Something like that.
I've never seen the Hunger Games. I just know they're.
You've never seen the Hunger Games?
I don't watch movies that are good.
Yeah. All right. So I think you know what? I think it's been a great episode. I think we've got some shocking stats. I think that the world's going to wake up or it's going to go downhill. I think that's what's going to happen. The world's going to just implode.
Well, I think that's gonna. So we did talk about this. We touched on it just a few minutes ago. That war. How much is that costing? How much has that costed the U.S.?
Oh my God! What are they? They're up to like
26.
No, they're over 40 now.
Really?
Yep.
40 billion?
Billion.
Yeah. So.
Billion. Did you know that the Afghan war? Do you know that cost $1 trillion?
Oh yeah. Well, why do you think Americans are 40 trillion in debt working on it?
Well, because they constantly go to war, because they print money as they. We don't have money. Let's just print more money because. Yeah, but that's because the world economy is U.S. dollar based.
Yeah.
Wait till that ends.
And we didn't even talk about layaway. Back in the 80s and 90s, we had layaway.
No, layaway was okay because you wouldn't get anything until you paid for it.
So it's like saving up for something.
But it's the opposite. Well, exactly. That layaway, I don't think layaway is such a bad thing because you're learning to save up. At least you're contributing over time. You're not getting the immediate reward.
Right. Well,
with the credit card now, you're getting the immediate reward, and then you're screwed.
Yeah, it's like cashing out at the casino. Like there used to be big signs like layaway.
Yeah.
And you'd walk over there with whatever you were buying. And they'd hold it for you.
At the casino?
No, I'm talking about like Kmart or whatever.
Oh, okay, because you said the casino.
Yeah, well,
at the
cashing
casino.
out.
I'd like to lay away my winnings, please. Listen, I want you to pay me $100 every week.
Yeah, but everyone needs instant gratification, and so like the dopamine hit, and so you go and you buy whatever you want, and then you deal with it afterwards, or you don't deal with it and you hit the reset button and claim bankruptcy, and away you go.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still going to wreak havoc on your credit score. You're not going to get a good interest rate when you're going to go get a car or a house or whatever. Like people won't like rent you an apartment if they go and check your credit score. It will affect you in the long run, but people see a credit card as free money.
Mm-hmm.
So, Free Willy.
Absolutely.
But yeah, but that's a whole, like, we could go on and on and on, like reverse mortgages.
Yeah.
And like just the whole thing is like capitalism. 100%. Let's take away that equity from your house.
It's capitalism out of control.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's capitalism out of control.
It's going to extract all that.
Well, it's the rich that make the rules. So
Yeah.
you're like, look at the States. Look at what Donald Trump and all the rich people are doing. Those super PACs. It's unbelievable.
They got Massey out. Did you see that? They voted Massey out of that
Yeah, but that's
Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump. No, we don't like him. And then but look how much the super PACs invested. They invested something like over $100 million in the 2 weeks leading up to it.
It was 34 million.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and like some little election that had nothing to do with anything else.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to replace him.
Yeah, to give
the
rich more power.
It's like a regime change, but within the own Republican Party.
Of course.
Because what was it? The GOP.
Yeah. Grand old party.
At work once again.
Yeah.
But yeah, go back and that was what our second episode we talked about the U.S. and how
The grand old party. Yeah.
you guys are fucked. Like
Sounds like
you guys are
sounds like the Klan to me.
Yeah.
The grand old party.
Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna change the name of our service club to the GOP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grand old.
Well, you can look us up on YouTube, on Rumble. You can download the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. You got Spotify, iHeart Radio, Apple Podcasts or Apple Podcasts, as well as anywhere you get your podcasts. You can email us with show ideas, the X-ers podcast at gmail.com. That's all lowercase, all one word.
You're gonna show it on the screen.
Yeah, I'll type it out. I did that last time too.
Good.
But if you've made it this far in the episode, good for you.
Yeah, maybe you should show that right at the beginning.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Show that.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do that again there. The creative editing.
All right.
Cool.
And what's your famous sign up again?
Well, you know what? Elbows deep, everyone.
Elbows deep. I'll get the gloves. You
Yeah.
bend over, man. Let's go.
Yeah, we're hitting summertime now, so we're gonna get at this, whenever we can, and hopefully we'll see you again next week.
All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Cheers.